You've accepted this fight now, but in the previous years, you said it doesn't interest you because you have nothing to gain and everything to lose. If he were to beat you, how damaging would that be to the Canelo brand?
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but
it's gonna
be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner.
I promise you.
But look, it's going to be very difficult. He's going to be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're going to see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We're going to see.
Terence?
I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously.
While this upcoming fight is making rounds on the internet, many pros and fighters are still backing Crawford against Canelo, and they have solid reasons for it.
You think he had a chance to win?
But what makes you say that? You know, I mean, you need the money. I'm telling you.
Canelo. I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really? Yeah?
Now, I'll tell you like this, I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats the shit.
They said it couldn't happen, that Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing, the undisputed super middleweight king, wouldn't take the fight. But now, with Terence "Bud" Crawford stepping up to face him on September 13th, the boxing world is holding its breath. This favor is not because Canelo isn't great, but because they know what they're looking at. They see something special in Crawford. Teddy Atlas, one of the most respected voices in boxing, gave his honest view and acknowledged that Canelo is a top-tier fighter. Atlas explained why he believes Crawford is operating on another level.
I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants. He had the size, the power of Canelo. He's got the guy. Then all of a sudden you go back and you say, wait a minute. The other guy's faster. The other guy's craftier. The other guy has more options. The other guy is slicker. Oh, well, maybe he's got the advantages.
Atlas went deeper into the traits that make Crawford stand out. He pointed to Crawford's awareness, control, and emotional stillness during high-pressure moments. According to Atlas, Crawford's ability to remain icy calm, almost emotionless in the heat of battle, allows him to see and react to things most fighters miss.
The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. Just, I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style at that moment, and he was fighting at a weight class that was foreign to him, and we had to give him a minute. Nobody wants to give anyone a minute in this business. At the end of the day, you have an argument on both sides. Who really has the advantage? I want to find out. I want to see. Is it the great big one or the great little one? You know, who has the advantage?
Teddy knows mentality, his hunger, and the hard upbringing that shaped him. He compared that inner toughness to legendary fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard, saying that when the fight turns ugly, Crawford can go to a darker, tougher place. He doesn't just have talent, he has that raw fighter's will that shows up when it matters most. He added, "The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup. It's in his background, where he came from. There's something about, just like Sugar Ray Leonard had that something. Something about him when he's a junkyard dog, when he has to be a junkyard dog." Crawford has mastered the rare ability to fight at a high level in both orthodox and southpaw stances. That means angles. That means timing. That means adaptability, something Canelo has struggled with when he's been matched against slick movers and technically sound fighters. Former NFL star Antonio Gates, who's a longtime boxing fan and closely follows the sport, gave his opinion on the upcoming Canelo versus Crawford fight. Gates pointed to Crawford's elite conditioning, focus, and momentum. For him, there's no debate. Crawford is currently the best fighter in the world, and he expects him to prove that once again against Canelo.
Terence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I don't believe, I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm going to say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world.
They are all favoring this great fighter because of his unattainable footwork, shot selection, timing, and ability to make in-fight adjustments are the kinds of things that neutralize even the most dangerous power punchers. He doesn't just adapt, he transforms. Rolly Romero, known for speaking his mind, didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on the Canelo versus Crawford fight. He criticized the way Canelo has been acting lately, especially his attitude and behavior leading up to the fight.
I just hope Crawford beats the shit.
Like, Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like, you like Crawford that much?
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. They have weight divisions for a reason, right or wrong?
Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Okay.
What's your take on Manny?
Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once.
Okay.
Fight a pound for pound fighter.
Okay, so Canelo's got it. How does Canelo get it done?
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest fight ever. It might be the best fight ever. But I will tell you this: it's not a fight I truly care about. Crawford's not really entertaining. So I don't really care about how he fights. But I will tell you like this: he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring. There's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terence Crawford fight.
The best thing about Crawford is that in one round, Crawford is downloading your rhythm. In the next round, he's dissecting you. Atlas and others aren't just praising him, they're pointing out that Crawford might be one of the most complete fighters of the modern era. And for this fight, that matters more than size or name recognition.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. And he
Billy Joe.
does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters.
Keyshawn Davis, a rising lightweight contender and strong supporter of Terence Crawford, gave a thoughtful take on the fight against Canelo, while he expressed confidence in Crawford's abilities, saying he truly believes Crawford has the power, speed, and ring intelligence to stop any opponents.
I mean, shit, that's something I gotta see, man. I think Bud can stop anybody, honestly. I think he got the skill and the ability, like the ability meaning like the power, the speed, you know what I'm saying? And the IQ. I feel like he got the skill and ability to do it, you know what I'm saying? But he's still in there fighting a guy that's not trying to let him do it.
He also acknowledged that Canelo is a tough, experienced fighter who won't just allow that to happen easily. Davis kept it honest by not making bold predictions about a knockout, but he did make it clear that in his view, Crawford will find a way to win the fight.
Nah, but you know what I can say? I feel like Bud is going to beat him. You know what I'm saying? If and when he does stop him, Bud is super great. Even him just getting that win, he's super great.
That's the thing. Crawford is fighting to prove something. Canelo is fighting to keep what he has. And in boxing, hunger matters. Crawford is chasing a legacy. He's already been undisputed at 140 and 147. If he beats Canelo, he becomes the first man in the four-belt era to become undisputed in 3 different weight classes. While many expect a competitive fight, Shakur Stevenson went a step further. He said he believes Crawford could actually stop Canelo. Coming from someone who deeply understands elite-level boxing and has trained alongside Crawford, his words carry weight.
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, in certain fights,
Boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so. No.
If Crawford actually beats Canelo, that's going to be historic. He's already taking a pay cut, reportedly agreeing to $10 million when the rumor was $50 million, just to make this fight happen. You can't buy that kind of ambition, and you can't fake that kind of fire. Kelvin Davis, a member of Team Crawford and someone who has shared rounds in the ring with Terence Crawford, weighed in after watching Canelo's most recent performance. Davis didn't hold back in saying that Canelo looked underwhelming, and based on that showing, he's fully confident in Crawford's chances.
Canelo, man, he ain't look too good this past weekend. I'm Team Crawford, so I got Crawford all the way. I got Crawford beating up Canelo, actually, especially after what I just seen. Canelo just got better overall skills. The only thing Canelo has over Bud is the size. So once Bud neutralizes his power and his size, I think he's going to take off that night and have a dominating performance.
Kelvin Davis mentioned that Canelo's recent performance made him even more confident in Crawford's chances. Davis didn't just pick Bud to win, he went a step further by saying he believes Crawford can actually stop Canelo. He explained that it wouldn't be from one big punch, but from a steady breakdown over the rounds, where Crawford's sharp combinations and pressure could lead to a late round stoppage.
I just seen him size up, and actually I don't think it's going to be that much of a factor. So within Canelo performance he just had and them two just sizing up, I definitely got Terence all the way for sure.
Do you think you can stop him?
Yes, I actually think he can stop Canelo. A cumulative of punches, breaking them down throughout the rounds and just getting a late round stoppage.
David Benavidez, one of the top names at super middleweight and a potential future opponent for Canelo, gave his support to Terence Crawford in the lead up to their possible fight. For Benavidez, this wasn't just about boxing skill, it was about principle.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Earl Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 168.
Benavidez made it clear that if there's anyone who has the mindset, discipline, and all-around ability to beat Canelo, especially while moving up in weight, it's Crawford. While many fighters and fans are taking sides, Jim Lampley stayed neutral and focused on the bigger picture. He emphasized that no matter who you support, this matchup is special. He believes the styles, the stakes, and the personalities involved will make this a thrilling event that boxing fans around the world will appreciate. For him, it's simply a great fight, and that's what matters most.
That Crawford is going to fight Canelo, because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak.
This is what makes September 13th more than just a fight. It's a changing of the guard. It's a clash between what boxing was and what it's becoming. Crawford is 36, but he's fresh. He hasn't taken punishment. He's disciplined. Canelo, at 34, looks older in the ring, slower. And if he underestimates Crawford's speed, accuracy, and timing, he's going to get exposed. Former undefeated champion and respected boxing analyst Andre Ward also shared his prediction for the Canelo vs. Crawford fight, confidently siding with Terence Crawford. Ward, known for his disciplined mindset and deep boxing IQ, explained that what separates Crawford isn't just skill, it's his passion for the sport and the strength of his will.
I'm going with Terence Crawford, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
That's why the fighters are backing Crawford, because they know the truth. You can't outbox him, you can't outthink him, you can't outwit him. Juan Manuel Marquez, the Mexican boxing legend, shared his honest opinion about the Canelo versus Crawford matchup and made it clear he's not in favor of it. Marquez didn't question the fighter's skills, but spoke from a place of boxing tradition. He stressed the importance of weight classes and said they exist for a reason, to keep things fair and safe.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what's I mean? You know?
Right. Weight classes.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes for yeah. And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimo.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And three more divisions. Two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches. But I think the weight class is no good for him.
And when that bell rings, they believe it won't be about power or politics, it'll be about levels. And Crawford, in the eyes of those who understand boxing best, is simply on a higher one right now. Teofimo Lopez offered a different take from most, siding with Canelo Alvarez in the anticipated matchup against Terence Crawford. For Teofimo, it's not about doubting Crawford's skills, it's just that Canelo's success against elite opponents in bigger divisions gives him the edge.
Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo, I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should try test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out until that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
That's right, that's right.
Jaron Ennis also pointed out that Canelo has a proven track record of defeating bigger opponents and using his size advantage effectively. His message wasn't just hype, it was a reminder that Crawford will need to be fully prepared for the physical challenge Canelo brings, especially given the weight difference and Canelo's experience handling bigger fighters.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it.
Now, as the buzz around Canelo versus Crawford continues to grow, it's clear this isn't just another big-name matchup. It's a moment that could shift the sport. Whether you believe in Crawford's once-in-a-generation skill or Canelo's proven dominance across weight classes, this fight has fans, fighters, and legends split right down the middle. So who are you riding with, Bud or Canelo? Drop your pick in the comments and let us know why. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more fight breakdowns, and hit the bell so you don't miss any updates as this mega fight gets closer. Let's talk boxing. See you in the comments.